Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Playing World of Tanks. I'm AJ, and today we'll be looking at a game that I had in my E50, which is the German Tier 9 medium tank, and it's one of the better Tier 9 medium tanks at this tier. It's not very user-friendly, in my opinion, just because the E50 has more gun depression to its side than it does in front of it. Also, the E50's turret is actually pretty weak by comparison to the rest of the tank. So a little bit of advanced tactics, in my opinion, might be required to actually play this tank well, but nevertheless, it's still a good tank. So Cliff, just because it's already present, I don't want to actually go towards the 1-2 line. And incidentally enough, I have another E50 game in which I do go to the 1-2 line, so it'll be a nice showcase of like what the two different styles entail. So since there's already present, I'm just gonna stay here, try to put pressure on the 1-2 line. At this point, our already should be trying to hammer them so they either retreat or they get into cover where they're not as effective, but I don't know what he's doing, so that means I'm just gonna stay here until the opportunity presents itself for me to shoot. At this point, it seems like I can't spot whatever's shooting at me, so I'm just gonna retreat. And it seems like I'm trying to figure out what is our already doing. He gets taken out by the E50, and I put a shot in return on the E50 as he's going back. Now again, just paying attention to this flank, because this can be pretty problematic because they can come out and shoot you all the way out here and you can't actually do anything. So it is slightly rough going for now, but I think I'm gonna go contest that flank as soon as I can. I'm keeping an eye on the hill as well. I know I missed the T49 and I see him poking out. It seems like he has returned to try to put a shot into me, but my gun's a little bit more accurate than his, so I take him out with relative ease. Now we're proceeding to engage in the 1-2 line, and I know I'm gonna get hammered by artillery as soon as I go around the corner, so I'm not looking forward to doing this. At this point, I was trying to figure out whether there's anything in the middle that probably needs to be contested, and there doesn't seem like it. Go out, and as I'm going out, I see the Yak Tigers to my right. I don't actually want the Yak Tiger to have a shot on me, and I didn't know whether he was moving forward or moving back, so I kind of retreat and let the people on the 1-2 line kind of shoot him. Not that the RD has fired, I decided it's time to sort of like just go ahead and engage the enemy. And now this is kind of the roll of the dice. I am trying to avoid the tanks that are on the 1-2 line and trying to like take out the tanks that are up here. One thing I do mistakenly is that I actually block my T-44 from shooting the VZ-132. And but anyways, I don't take more damage than I was supposed to, and at this point there's only an IS-3 up here, so I repair my track because I didn't know how long it was going to take for it to repair, and I know the IS-3 almost was reloaded, so I'm just gonna stay here and try to put as much pressure on the IS-3 while at the same time the Type 62 tries to poke out and do something about me being here. So at this point I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. I know that the FE is also shooting at me, the artillery. I make sure I aim my shot correctly that time and hit the IS-3 on its upper plate. This time I actually decided not to go in front of the T-44, but I still managed to put in my shot, and the T-44, I'm guessing, probably bounced the IS-3. He actually doesn't have that much penetration on his standard shells to sort of like make that shot anyways. Now I'm going RD hunting at this point. The VZ-111 looks pretty healthy, but if I don't take the RD out, I'm gonna die trying to kill the VZ. So my plan at this point was kill the artillery and then figure out what to do from there, though I do make a couple mistakes in doing so. One of the first ones being like, as I'm going for the artillery, now the FE has not that much health, so and I don't have that much health either, so I should not have tried ramming him over here. That just lost me like 200 to 300 hit points that I could have used. So I mean, that is one of my first mistakes. Second one being, now that I know that the VZ has killed the T29, he's probably gonna come this way. And luckily enough for me, the Lorraine tries his best to take me on, but E50 is a adversity tank that has more gun depression to its side. Also, he prematurely fires and I take him out. I see the VZ coming towards me. Now my first and my only defense at this time was trying to track him as he comes down, because I kind of figured he was gonna fire. Now the VZ, I don't know why he did that. I'm driving an E50. It's not something that he can just do 200 damage to. Plus, you know, it was in my side that I was aiming at him, and I probably wrecked him because he doesn't reload. And that was all she wrote for the VZ111. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode of Playing World of Tanks.